Right, well, the umpires are on their way. It is 159 for England to take the series. Nasser is grabbing.
There you go. The Indian fielders have taken the field. The target for England is not a big one. They need 159 from their 20 overs. Being up in the series, they would back themselves in. They would need something special from India. They'd have to do something similar to what England did. Chip away at the wickets. They need their spinners to do a really good job today. We've got two in the form of Akshar Patel and Washington Sundar. The reason I say it is because England back deep. They were brilliant in the neighbourhood. Birdie and Ward saying they're just 4 runs conceded in the last couple of overs. In innings that never really took off. I just felt that it was in cruise control and stayed there. And out come the two England openers. Phil Salt, Joss Butler will make their way to the centre. Salt will feel much better after that innings in the last game where he took his time early on, but then found the rhythm. Butler would like to make an impression here today. They know exactly what they are chasing. And in good batting conditions, with the sun still beating down, they would fancy themselves to be favourites here. What do you reckon, Ness? The approach in power play for England now that they know their target is not a really big one.
I think that will just make them go harder, really go hard this power play, get ahead of the game, and then they can just knock the Indian spinners around if they need to. Salt plays that way anyway. I know he was started slowly the other day, but in general, Salt's the one that goes hard up front. Van Butler will just bide his time. India will need something special. They'll have to bowl brilliantly and be better in the field. Made some errors in the field at Trent Bridge.
Chance they've taken for the start of the series. 2 wickets in 1 over in the first T20 game.
Shirazaya still off the field. He ran off, obviously, batted a long way through, but looks like Killer is in charge at the moment.
Someone going to stop and smack him.
So there you go.
He wants you cracking now.
Sort the man on strike.
Just a hint of swing. Arshdeep. Seen much swing. You wouldn't get much swing from England because they were banging it halfway down. Just got that one to tail in.
No fun.
A slight breeze that's playing across the ground. Just there. Nice little bit of shake.
And that's what he did in the last game to Phil Salt.
Holy shit.
Tucked him up.
No.
Much more swing there. Much stronger breeze.
Showing off the TV. Not for that. That's all.
Plus it's Krishna playing today.
Get off me.
So Anshul Rana and Varun Chakravarti both out because of injuries.
Come your face. Okay.
That's gone away. Leg by signal.
Yeah, if you get that little bit of swing, then you have to start it just outside off stump. You start it straight. A, it's a free hit for Phil Salt. B, if it flicks a pad, keeper's got very little chance.
got a slip of play, set 4 in the ring on the offside. Just get the feeling of previous match that they try and get ahead of the run rate in power play.
You just do it from the bar.
Butler might also be pretty aggressive.
Right on.
10:39. Oh, so we can't
Just targeting those legs of Fitzhorn, not giving him any width whatsoever.
Yeah, as Dinesh Karthik mentioned towards the end of the India innings, it's not the perfect pitch. So just indicating there that it may just be a little bit sticky at times, not right onto the middle of the bat. Still a good surface though, on a quick scoring ground.
A loud appeal. Ishan Kishan, Deep Singh having a chat. Tilak Verma captaining the side. There's no Shreyas Iyer on the field. Well, they don't take it. 4 for no loss.
Yeah, difficult to get the LB at that length as a left armer. That's the pitch in line, and at that length it may be bouncing over.
Achoo. Achoo.
See the height. Now Prasidh Krishna. Needs some runs, Joss Butler. Needs to spend that time at the crease.
Monkey.
Get some rhythm, momentum back.
Keegan around. Keegan holds round. Knock around, kick it round.
Might just be going down.
Just sneaking down. Noted how straight they're bowling to Butler. When Butler is a little bit out of touch or not batted much, he loses his balance at the crease. Tends to just fall over at the crease a bit. They're trying to bowl straight to get him out LBW and bowled. You see that right leg coming through at times with Butler.
Yes, that's always been the tactic with him, used by the Indians quite some time now.
Yeah, Bhuva used to do it. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar used to bowl those out swingers and then that in swinger to set him up.
As did Bumrah. He said at the start of the game, if India is to raise the bar in any department from their batting after the last game, it was their fielding. Defending a score of 158, you got to be sharp. Can ill afford all this.
Yeah, especially after 4 or 5 dot balls since the 4-leg byes, there was a little bit of pressure building on the openers. You wanted to keep that pressure on.
When you look at this Indian side, since the World Cup, it's a totally different side when you don't have 2 key match winners not playing. Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah makes a massive difference. The balance of the side and then the bowling department. Good over so far. 2 runs conceded. It's a good start from Prasidh Krishna. Just 3 runs coming off that over. After 2, it's 7 for no loss.
Really good start from the bowlers. No freebies. There was those 4 leg byes, but apart from that, hit the bat hard. Not been floaty. Energy from the opening bowlers from India.
Clear signs already. Just bowled back off the length and bowled straight. It's not that easy to get it away. Shreyas Iyer back on the field. Seems at times to be dragging it on the onside. The clear signs that the ball not coming on as well as he would like.
He clipped one to mid-wicket at Old Trafford. That was his dismissal there. He actually nailed it pretty well for that bottom hand. That's what makes him such a good player, actually, his strong bottom hand. And those wrists of his at the moment, that bottom hand's taking over.
Goes over the top, straight down the ground. And 4-6 of the innings.
And that's his strength. Those wrists and that bottom hand, it at times comes through and he flips it in the air. And when he gets his movements and his rhythm right, he absolutely nails it.
He's picked the right part of the ground. Nice swing of the bat, full face of the blade. That's it. He's walking. Arstip gets his man again. So a 6 and then a wicket. Tentative there from Butler.
The value of the left armour, really. There was a bit of swing in the first over. And so Butler was thinking, is it swinging back? And it wasn't. It just went across. Butler tried to run it down. He nicked it. Ishan Kishan does the rest. Arshdeep, as he often does, a wicket with the new ball. Butler goes. England 13 for 1. Very good pressure from India's opening bowlers. Just hitting the deck hard. They deserved that wicket. There was a 6 in there. Arshdeep didn't change his length.
It's picnic. Harry Brook has come out to the middle. Came in very early at Old Trafford and was very aggressive. Took Ashley Vaughan.
So noticeable, the change in game plan between England's opening bowlers, hard, length, back of the length, lots of short balls. Indians opening bowlers, fuller, top of off stump, trying to get the outside edge.
And he's away. Away with a 6. A lot of threat to improvise early. Never has been.
Yeah, and that's also a notable difference between the sides in the batting. Very rarely saw or see this shot from Indians batters. They don't play the scoop that much. Harry Brook plays it once, it goes for 6.
That's the difference because India didn't allow. In fact, India allowed the England bowlers to bowl at them. Didn't try anything different. That's the difference you'd see with England. Even if the bowling is good, they'll try and unsettle the bowling unit with shots like that. And his tactics are pretty clear-cut, Harry Brook. We saw that even in that first game, 2 wickets going in the first over, but he was very clear in his intentions, how he wanted to play power play. Don't think anything will change here.
You'll have to find it yourself afterwards.
Good work in the deep. The ball was travelling. It's 22 for 1.
Remitly, sponsors of England's Summer of International Cricket on Sky.
Think of what we could do together. Watch the complete Wicked saga all in one place. Available Friday, only on Sky Cinema.
The best in the world battle it out at Royal Birkdale in the final major of the year.
Unbelievable scenes.
Watch it live on Sky Sports.
Remitly, sponsors of England's Summer of International Cricket on Sky.
3 overs have been bowled, 22 for 1. Butler the man dismissed. Arshdeep's last over.
Checking him on with the Ashley elbow there, number 16, Prince Yadav.
Bowling change. Prince Yadav into the attack. Bowled beautifully in the last game. Generated good pace, good skill sets in his variations.
Eight deliveries now for Phil Salt without getting off the mark. Very rarely do you see that from Salt. He sometimes just goes as he did at Old Trafford first ball, but he very rarely chews up deliveries. It shows that even with runs in the last game, just struggling with the rhythm of his batting, he hasn't played much.
Almost sense something's going to give you when you take that extra risk. This is good from India, especially to Salt straight back Often then they're not giving him any width.
Strikes me as a lad who doesn't play the big shot now because he's under pressure. He'll play the big shot now because he absolutely backs himself to play it.
Gets that away. That'll make him feel better.
An odd choice of delivery. What has worked has been pace on and top of off and a batter under pressure. Maybe he had the gut feel that the big shot was coming, but he went to a slower, wider one, and it released the pressure. And not only did it release the pressure, it was a no ball as well. Exactly what Salt wants, a free hit now.
This could just be the release you're looking for. Picking up a lot of dot balls. Chance to break free. Free hit. Bowled it. The Yorker. It's a free hit, so it doesn't count. Got Butler out with an excellent Yorker in the last game. It's a delivery that he backs himself to bowl.
Steady comeback kind of free hit. Nailed his Yorker.
Flashing me. Disgusting. That's very bad. Oh my God.
Lucky. Gets it past the keeper in short third.
Must have been the toe end of the bat to get it down like that. Yeah, it was. And he'll take it.
He's working on quick pace. Lovely shot that. It's the most confident shot he's played. Nice full face of the blade and then raced away to the boundary.
It sounded great off the bat. It was slightly full and he just stayed slightly leg side of it to allow the bat swing. Head down. Perfectly timed.
Bouncing into the pitch and gathering pace. So good over this from England's point of view. 15 runs coming off it after 4, 37-4.
For India at the Bristol Pavilion, 24, Prasid Krishna.
So 37-1. Change of ends here for Prasid Krishna. Just 2 overs for Ashdip. Normally he does bowl the third over. 1 for 58. bounce over the rope.
Used the pace nicely there. It was an odd delivery with third man up inside the circle. He couldn't be short and wide, exactly what he was. Change of ends for Prasid. Brings about change in the field. Fine leg comes up and the man goes out just where Sol hit that.
And that's his natural length. Tall man likes to hit the deck like the England new ball bowlers. The high arm action, high release. He does this a lot at times, just not afraid to show his stumps. Prasid Krishna, one place, just sticking to his line. Two sounds. Oh, another no ball. Took his time there, the umpire. That's something India can ill afford. They got away with the first one.
Yeah, over the line clearly. And Phil Salt will enjoy it. He missed out on the last one. Can he cash in on this one? Another thing India have been guilty of, Ravi Bishnoi, 3 no balls in that defeat at Old Trafford. That crucial 17th over went the distance. No balls here.
The Joker was the option from Prince Yadav. Just over the keeper. This time, he gets a boundary.
Yeah, it was a good bouncer. And Salt got just enough on it. Get it past Ishan Kishan. Was it glove? Yeah, glove.
Drives handsomely through the offside. Not a good over this for England. As the 50 comes up, 15 of that last over. It's 52 for 1.
Sponsors of England Summer of International Cricket on Sky. England's summer of international cricket on Sky.
Beautiful evening here in Bristol. 3 to finish the 5th over. Will Salt has regained the rhythm that he found at Trent Bridge. Now very valuable, 39 from 17. And England cruising. It's Yadav to continue. Evening, DK. What have you made of the defence to start with?
Evening, Mogs. Evening to everyone watching. Yeah, a bit of a sloppy couple of overs from India. They started quite nicely in the first three. Last couple of overs has gone for quite a bit, and mainly the no balls will come back to haunt them. When you're trying to defend a small total like you are, the last thing you want to be doing is obviously giving away extras and making it easy. So not fully in rhythm yet. Just got a couple of freebies.
Oh. Look high. Initially, Prince Yadav is interested, as is Ishan Kishan. Sire asking if it's close and about the height. Ishan Kishan saying it looks okay. Take a look upstairs.
TV umpire director, play review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. Check the fitness, fair delivery, runs on please. Take ultra edge, please. Flat line, goes past the bat, no bat involved, ball tracking, please.
India seem to be very interested. Height, the line, the question.
Really good decision, not out, pitch is in line, impact's in line, wicket's missing. Back on field to Mike.
Yeah, good on field decision, Mike Burns. India had to gamble. Was Salt starting to get going, and it was close enough. Just the extra bit of pace from Prince Yadav pushing through and not allowing Salt to get the shot away. DK, you mentioned India for a couple of overs, a little bit disciplined. It is worth emphasising. When you do only post 158, you really do need everything to go your way. As a bowling and as a fielding unit, half chances, accuracy, absolutely everything.
Good running from England. Absolutely, Mogs. You obviously haven't been outstanding with the bat, but one thing you can promise yourself is be as disciplined as possible with the ball and on the field. And on both fronts, India have not been the greatest. Washington, so they're getting an easy single at the start. Prince Yadav and Russell bowling a no ball each, just giving boundaries to batters who are not in rhythm and getting them into a bit of form as well. Could have easily been 42, 43 had India just stuck to their guns. And that would have meant that they still stay in the game after the power play. Now they need a couple of quick wickets. Otherwise, you know England can bat deep and take it home.
Well, innovation at its best from the England captain. That's the second time he's done this today, and it's been mightily effective.
Not one shot from India was a lap sweep. Harry Brook has played a couple in just his 9 deliveries, and both have been boundaries. Just how early he moves makes it look like he's going to stay leg side of the ball, and then as he gets into his stride, just walks across and plays it quite nicely. Great batting from Harry Brook. We've seen that in test cricket, so I'm assuming in T20 it's a bit too easy for him.
Oh, short. Fine leg bound, but fine leg is in the ring. Shivam Dubey does well, and he'll save 2. That is the end of the power play. It is England's power play, 62 for 1.
That's the power play done. England absolutely in command of the game. It was Butler who started off a bit rusty but got going. And got a beautiful delivery from Arshdeep Singh, and that will give Arshdeep a lot of confidence. And then it's been Salt and Brooks all the way. Brooks showing intent and very confident in his shot making as well. Whereas Salt, on the other hand, has looked a bit rusty, hasn't found the rhythm, but he's still there, and that's what counts. India only a couple of no balls, making things a bit easier than it should have been for England.
Yeah, ball just skidding on nicely. Like you mentioned, DK. Both Brook and Salt just getting going. Confirmation at the end of the power play, and an introduction for Axar Patel. Fields goes back. Yeah, good from Phil Salt. DK, interested to hear what you think about Axar going on in the field that is set. You have to try and create pressure from somewhere. If it's not building pressure through dot balls or restricting economy rate, how's it coming about? Field change, possibly? Because England are absolutely cruising, only required just under 7 runs per over. And interesting as well, Arshdeep only bowling 2 in the power play after taking a wicket.
India reacting with the bat and ball because of the scars they've developed over the last couple of weeks. With the bat, we've seen they were pretty timid with how they batted. With the ball, Arshdeep Singh was taken down by Harry Brook a couple of games ago. Probably that played a part in why he wasn't given the 3rd over. Generally, you see Akshar Patel coming in the power play and bowling quite early. He hasn't been used, even though 2 right-handers, in fact 3 right-handers, have batted in the game so far.
It's quite here.
2 is the call.
Cold outside.
I don't think so. Washington Sundar. Buddha sweeping up.
Why is it so warm in here and out there? It's fine.
4 off the over, and that required rate isn't going anywhere from an England point of view. You have to find a way to get back in this game.
Just the way England have approached this, the last few deliveries tells me they are in no hurry. They know they're bossing the game, just under 7 required. They don't need to take any undue risks. You will see obviously Harry Brook and Phil Salt play some extravagant shots very soon, but you can see they're under no stress to do it immediately though.
Simple, basic cricket from England. 6 off the over, England 68 for 1.
Remitly, sponsors of England's Summer of International Cricket on Sky.
I have always felt misunderstood. No one ever got to see the vulnerable side. Never.
The answer is that she.
Your best friends in the world are here. What do you want to do?
Remitly, sponsors of England's Summer of International Cricket on Sky.
Trying our socks.
Oh, double
Okay.
spin for
Wearing
India.
our socks.
Washington Sundar
Not me.
for his first game
One.
today in this series.
Yeah,
Just colour.
no, not
Brilliant
really.
timing.
It's all this.
Over 7 runs per over.
Bloody point.
Not a big turner of the ball. Tends to go on with the arm, uses his height and bounce. Changes the angle, tends to go away from the
Hello,
right hander
Father.
or control his length into the hip. DK, how do you see him getting wicket against these two right handers?
Hello.
Well, if his pitch there's not too much turn, then he's got to find a way to bowl a couple of dot balls and then get the pressure on the batter to play the big shot.
She said she doesn't know what's happening yet, but if she
Really
does
nice
smack
to
it, she'll have a
ball
look.
away from the right hander, so you'll be hoping that the miss is going to sweep her along off.
Leaving it a bit there, aren't they, if they're deciding what to do?
No, they've
Slapped down the ground from
a
Harry
few
Brook.
issues.
Straight back over
So they're not
Sundar's
doing
head.
that. Yeah.
Good.
But they probably will do. If they was
Use up
there was
change
out,
of pace
so they
quite
probably
nicely.
will do.
Washington Sundar trying the same, just slowing it down, pulling the length back.
India were slightly timid with the bat in the first innings to really apply any pressure.
I help you.
Complete opposite from Harry Brook. And again he goes large and goes all the way for 6. He has picked the length up so quickly. It's almost allowed the shot to be a lot easier.
The fact that Washington Sundar hasn't had any match practice after his first game in Ireland is showing. When you're defending a low total, you're under immense pressure as a bowler. You can't get your length right that easily. And he's pulled it short a couple of times now. Harry Brook has taken full toll of it.
Yeah, under pressure here from Brook. Looks to go and beat the outside edge. That is a magnificent shot from the England captain. A little bit of width on offer. Plays it on the up. Now gone 4-6-4.
An England captain showing how it's done. High quality batting. He's hit one straight over the bowler's head, pulled one. And this is Washington Sundar's stock delivery. Bowling it slow, tossing it up, pulling the length back, and he smashed it over covers. Washington has a lot to think now.
Yeah, plenty to think about. Hitting his good delivery for 4 and then the bad one for 6. Exactly the type of pressure you want to apply on a bowler. Where does he go to here? Does he try and drag him wide again? Looks as if he's going to change the angle. 2 options here, in at his hip or on the wide line. Goes in between and Brook wants 2, but he'll get 4. That is beautiful timing from Harry Brook.
The perfect
Funny if you took
complex
everything
look
off the.
on Washington Sundar's face tells
If
you
you took
everything
everything
you
off
need
the
to know.
fight after that
He's
cooker,
trying
it wouldn't
whatever
be fun, would it?
I didn't take
he
anything
has in his
off.
arsenal. Harry Brook is toying with him at the moment.
And you feel as if he's earned this risk that he took earlier in the over. Quality shot then allowed him to apply even more pressure. Big over for England. Washington's first goes for 19, 87 for 1.
Who's getting above them? Or is it just stuff there?
Never easy when you're playing consistently. Washington in and out of the squad. Not too much wrong there in terms of length as well. Brooks, high quality batting coming to the fore here. This is probably the worst of deliveries that he's bowled. Got it short of it.
I could buy a wash kit to wash myself.
Not many can play that. Then off the back to
It
the
says
same
on my
place.
back. Do you think they can get a wash basket just to wash myself?
Over where he's just taken
No, wash
Washington
basket, sorry.
and with that probably India's chances.
Because some men have that when
When
they
I say
wash
it's
their
mainly,
faces.
it's mainly.
And if you're out and about, you just stay somewhere on the watch back. Not when you're at home.
I just
Everything's
mean
up
in
there.
general.
Very
Get
much
into a
in
washing
control,
schedule.
DK.
Also as a
Washing
spinner,
schedule.
if
You
you're
mean
playing
what
a
one
lot in
get
India,
washed
you
more than
tend to
once a
become very
fortnight?
defensive because you're
Very interesting.
obviously just protecting yourself from getting hit
This is the
a
main
boundary.
men
When you get into that
that
sort of a
shave
rhythm,
the
you're just bowling a lot of defensive
I'll
deliveries.
shoot you off with you.
No, you don't whack.
Then when you come to a game like this where you expect to pick a wicket, what do you need to do in those situations? Are you going to toss it up a little bit more? Do you want to remove short fine leg, keep a shot mid wicket? Are you willing to let go of a couple of boundaries to induce that wicket?
Thanks.
Well, over, long off on this occasion. Harry Brook
Father.
led the way in this over. Now Salt getting in on the action.
Salt. Oh, did you get a bunch of salt
Team
on
India for a
chips?
warm evening in
Salt
Bristol,
on
having no clue what to do. Felt like the
salty
pitch
crisps.
wasn't the
Do you
easiest
want
to
to go
bat on,
somewhere else?
but England are making it look rather easy. We saw India not taking on the
Just don't
spinners
forget
well.
about your salty
England are.
chips.
Two again is the call. Good placement from Brook. Oh no. Oh no. I think that's Abhishek Sharma. Covered all the ground, but what a clumsy dive has resulted in a misfield. And the ball trickles over the fence.
And the partnership racing to 86 already of just a 40. Have a look at this. Pretty much thumbs up Indian score for you. Tried hard, but no
And then
avail.
celebrate right in his face. Some of us have already seen this.
Down the wicket, and this could be the biggest of the day from Harry Brook. It's on the pavilion here in Bristol. It brings up the 100 for England, the 105 for one in the ninth over, and Brook's half century in just 21 deliveries.
Yes. Yes. How'd you
Talk about leading the way, he said it in the time. Complete contrasting stories to the Indian captain. The England captain is in full flow and full of confidence. That was huge.
Did you get a receipt
Watch
for that
out
money?
on
So
top.
Yeah. Oh yeah, got a receipt.
Brilliant from
Laura didn't think he paid it, and I said that he definitely did.
Well, the woman who was taking the payments put it in a wallet with the other money.
Andrew said that.
Second time in a couple of games. I'll be taking the evening train quite comfortably to head back to London.
I don't know, there's a little question going on in the bathroom.
Turn to
Got a
Shivan
question
Dubey.
going on. The
What
quiz.
is interesting, DK, they're not going back to Arshdeep Singh or even Basit Krishnan at this stage, given Seam has been the most effective today.
Okay.
You tell me, Bob, if you are in the Indian dressing room as a coach, what are you telling me?
Well, I wouldn't have bowled Washington
best.
Sundar to start with. And I know the benefit of hindsight sort of always wins, but just I was surprised Arshdeep Singh didn't bowl 3 in the pack. Such a low total. The best bowler. Push all the chips in early.
Yeah, because Laura was supposed to be thinking that he hadn't paid it. It's just that he got a receipt. He definitely got a receipt for it.
Behind the game now. The last thing you do is give up.
To put it in the wallet
Spend your
with other
resources.
money. So obviously you haven't paid it all off
His
yet.
allocation
Let me to
buys
the
out the
actual hotel.
14th over.
Obviously there's other money used in that little wallet with his name on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I said I wouldn't have done that. I said I'd double check. I said I'd double check with Andrew that he got the money to pay him when he took Charlie.
Well, DK, you mentioned you made the early train home throughout this
And if
series.
that's not the case, I've
You
just
live in
said
London,
that's
you
not
like it
bloody
that way.
mum. We'll walk away.
Absolutely. And I've always
No,
had
I'll
doubt
tell you
in an evening game whether I'll be able to take the early train. The last time
then
it was
put it in
England bowling. This time it's England batting.
each
I'll be
member
on
got a
point,
slip,
and I think they
a
can
little
take time and still make it.
plastic wallet. And
Very
to put his
considerate
£100
of
in there
India.
with the other money, so
Respect
obviously
their elders.
so they know what the fuck.
Well, flicked into
What's that
the
about?
vacant deep third
You're not going to
position
have
from
it
Harry
now.
Brook. He's just created that shot out of nowhere.
She's got some else
The
on.
last time I
She
saw the shot
says.
play,
She said, I
it's
said,
from
I
a
wasn't
former
expecting him
player
back
who's probably watching from
as early as
Mumbai
that. She
thinking,
said it
what has
started
happened?
emptying out.
Former captain.
Former
So
captain.
some of them started going as early as 11.
That's an
She did it
extraordinary shot. I
yesterday.
don't remember who he played it against and where as
I
well.
think I
In
needed
Nottingham
off her.
against Richard
I knew she did it
Played the same shot,
yesterday.
went for a 6-over wide-ish point.
Well, she'll go on Wednesday for you.
Oh, yeah, a few days late.
Ridiculous
She's got
shot.
something that's, she's got
Well,
something that's more important.
and what for doing that?
Well,
something
yet
that's more
again has
important
hit
to
the
fair
gap
play.
and found the middle of the
Alright
bat.
then.
Brings up the 100
Nana's got,
partnership.
she's got right to a prize for that.
Two of just 44 deliveries.
Ty, it was
Are in a hurry
you.
at
You
Bristol.
wanted to go in the first place. You didn't tell me that yesterday, did you? You told me this
Team
morning.
and their bowling. Every ball seems to be a boundary opportunity. Well, you can say India absolutely
Yeah,
flat,
cricket
and that can
man,
be
I
understandable. Harry Brook has
You
played
got a
a cluster here.
choice.
Not really.
But
You want me
India
to run that
managed to
alright
into
with
the
that,
pitch
didn't
and
I, you?
holding up extra bounds. But so far,
And Dad
India
wants to turn up late. You'll actually get to see more cricket.
First, I did something that I was interested in from the T20 World Cup.
Well, I know.
We didn't get to any other games, did
I'm
we?
going to get to the England cap.
To go again.
Not captain. I'm trying to call
Second wide of
Come
the
on.
over.
ex-England captain.
Yeah.
And Joe.
Well, yeah, the thing, well, is it?
Right.
He's
Get
trying
the
to
route.
go back to his
Take
main
the route.
bowlers, his frontline seamers.
Hopefully it gets more than two.
This
No, the both did it. I'm
We
like,
have
believe
to.
it.
then
To
continue
get
with
to Johnny
AXA.
Bear still.
Wait till I
Momentum.
tell. It's just better to watch women
In
too.
England's
Yeah, but
favour.
Why?
11. Oh, David, I did regret that.
It's just that Dad will get
Indian
there
team
in time.
definitely transitioned. They made a lot of changes. A lot of the senior players not around.
We'll
I can't remember the last time Team India could
That's
all of,
a Premier League. We go.
and it's not just one
No one
game.
even
It's been
mentioned
a couple
Premier
of
League.
games now.
Oh,
And obviously they've
dude.
had a tough tour to Ireland as well. So
No one
things
even
not
mentioned
looking
that.
good for this T20 team. World champions a couple of months ago.
I've got to get myself back into cricket, like I keep saying. I've got to find a club on.
It would help if you watch this when it's live.
Talent, scores,
Oh.
ability.
Tomorrow we get the in person, don't you?
Perform in this way, it surprised me. Has surprised
Too
many.
many guns.
Two is the call. Both
The
are
three
quick
for Lords.
and make him
Oh,
comfortable.
Toffee. Espas and Bristol, Taunton.
I've got so
It's
much
It's just
thought. How am I
But
going
the
to do
game
it?
is probably
Stop
done.
taunting
There's
people.
probably very little
I
chance in the game.
I can't see you coming down here to watch. Am I going to have to record it again?
So every time he
What
comes
we're
on
talking
board, it's
about
almost like he's
now.
trying to prove a point, saying,
I
I
can't
can
imagine you're
bowl.
not going to come down and watch it.
That's going to be a difficult place to be in.
So, no, I can't record it.
It's understandable as a captain that sometimes can be hard to give leeway.
Oh, what you want to get to
Conversations that you have
It's just
offline
I
about
can't
the
watch it
bowling.
at 10. It's not like we can watch it at League 10, is it? Because it's football.
Just to get some tickets for the
England
Rhinos.
continue
I love watching rugby.
and do so very easily. 10 overs
It's
though,
really hard for
20
me.
for one.
Go to the
Time
other
for a
side.
cold drink for England, perhaps a stiffer one for India.
Remitted. Sponsors of
No.
England Summer of International
They
Cricket
wouldn't,
lifestyle.
actually.
I feel better now.
Women start,
No.
You mean no?
women start at half 11.
Okay.
But the men have to win. A win for the men against North. And they're into quarter finals.
Your problem is if their captain don't come out when you put on a show, then you stuff.
We are going to beat the nuts out North.
You lost last night.
Yeah, only 22 runs. That was not a hammering, is it?
Well, it is.
It's not
We started off dodgy, but then the last 10 overs we turned it around, but a bit late. But we didn't start off dodgy.
Wow, it brings me to last year. Oh yeah, I gotta go to the worst city that I hate.
It's not the worst city. By any stretch of imagination.
It is.
Giggity.
Okay.
Red Fang. Okay.
This ain't about business, it's personal.
I'm just finding my head in my head.
Bang, 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 down, bang, bang.
So.
Remitted. Sponsors of England Summer of International Cricket lifestyle.
Not rugby.
I don't think I should think it. Yeah, I think it is.
I'm missing everything.
Wait, listen.
Couldn't go see
England going
Tammy one
well.
more time in
120
London,
for one at
Lord.
this stage. India was
Didn't-
71
Giggity.
for 3. A win
We saw
percentage
her
of
make history.
India is 2%.
Okay.
England
I never saw it.
98%.
Yeah.
Because you went.
resell and make history.
Well, but if we're gonna go, what? I hope if it goes to the last stage, they have free admission.
The skipper Brooke
We did that for Ben
outstanding.
Stokes, where I went for the Fitting Beaumont.
Similar thing happened at Old
It's the
Trafford.
same thing as what we did for Ben Stokes.
Well, you've got to go all the way to London.
Mentioned the way Harry Brooke came in and took the attack
You'll
to
never
the
see it
bowlers,
get
and
a
he's
double
done
under
exactly the
again.
same here after that early wicket. Just not let them set at
And that was
all.
against Australia, wasn't it?
2 years ago.
Exactly. There you go.
There you go.
You're not going to get that.
Chad, what's that for?
Where's that, Charles?
I just wanted to crack it.
That
You
was,
didn't, you threw it at him.
that was
No, I
history.
just slided it.
That was
Yeah.
history,
Slid
Keith.
it.
That was history.
Did that get into what happened?
That was history. You're not going to get to see that again. You're not going to get double under this
You
year.
know, a lot of people are gonna.
Oh.
See it, but again, I like.
You don't say that about Ben Stokes when we retired.
Anyway, you weren't even talking. You didn't even.
Well, you
You
too.
wasn't stick. You were having a go at her yesterday anyway. So you were.
Was I?
Yeah, Tammy and.
That's why, because she only got 2, that's why they're not picking her anymore.
And I told you, you Charlotte said to tell me, by the way, you're useless, we don't need you anymore. Bye.
Very quickly.
Is that what she said to tell me Beaumont?
Another one
Really?
in the power play. You're defending such a small total. You do have to go all in. You can't presume the game's going to go 20. This game's not going to go 20. You have to try and take wickets early. India failed to do that. And England, knowing this England side, won't just try and stroll to the line. They will try and finish it in a hurry.
No question. No question. I'm sure that'll be the conversation, or would have been the conversation between Harry Brooke and Phil Salt. Right, reset. We've had this pause for the drinks break. Let's get back into it. Let's be ruthless. Let's take this series in style.
Change of angle from Archdick. He's going to come round the wicket. That's why Harry
Maybe
Brooke
we
just
need
shuffles
to
across his
any
guard
cricket
there.
thing. We didn't want any for the.
Yes, because it's not just us. That's I mean, it's
We
do it.
wouldn't
You
be an
know.
issue if we just pay for ticket.
Should just be a couple. They've run well. These two have been a lot of boundaries where they've not needed to run, but when it's gone into the deep, they've hurried back for 2.
India just looked the shadow of their self, but we witnessed the first hand in that World T20 where they just
He's got to
dismissed
shuffle
people.
his leg and stuff.
Ireland losing
What
2-0.
did I do?
I don't know what would have happened at the Riverside. No one does, because it was rained out after the first innings. But since then,
Watch his face.
Yeah, we often
That's
talk
what
about
we
the
get out
critical
now.
mass of a team and the critical mass
Yeah,
away
now I
from
might
those
win
senior,
tickets for the Fed Rockets
experienced players.
against the Sunrisers.
They've just moved in the other direction.
Where would that be?
Beautifully open the face of the bat.
Cambridge, I think.
Fielding's good. It'll be a couple again. Yeah, they look a bit
We
sheltered.
took fire
That's
and
the body
Cardiff.
language.
I don't mind.
Sort of hands on
I've
hips.
cheered on Yorkshire lots. And I wouldn't like it.
I mentioned it to Owen Morgan at the halfway stage. The whole vibe of the game was never really ignited. You know, India were behind the 8 ball all the way through their innings, and their supporters, and there are many in the ground, weren't making themselves heard. And England have just had the foot on them all the way through.
Yeah, and it's very important when you do play India, wherever you are in the world, they are going to get a big support and a very vocal, loud support. And if you can keep them quiet, and boost your confidence and dent theirs.
What can I say? What can I say? What can I say?
Scoop, there is a fine leg down there.
The scoop from Harry Black, a good scoop.
Well, it is only one, but that's remarkable innovation from Harry Brooke. And look,
A really good
how he
scoop.
just has to adjust
Here
to
we
the
go,
last
watch
minute.
again.
I don't need to, I only watched it live.
Going to try and lift it up.
Look at that scoop.
Realised it was in the wrong spot
Have I
for him to
seen
do
all
so.
this?
But just look at how it tried to scoop the
Around
ball.
the corner. He was going to almost
You got it
ball
right.
scoop that.
Yeah, I think he was going offside because third man's up in the circle. So either offside or over the keeper. And
Of the
Archdick, being
Harrison,
Archdick,
of the
saw that and bowled it
let's go.
down the leg side.
Change now. Tillett comes back onto the fence. Long on. Fine leg is up. Third man is up.
That's 79%.
Not a big scooper of the ball.
It's on 79%.
Tends to play
It's on
strong
9%.
shots.
It's on
Front of the pitch.
79%.
Oh, but it's on 9%.
Just used the pace there. There may have been a hint of outside edge, but he doesn't really worry about it because he just had to get it past that man at short third.
Well, the line just gave him that option to either thrash it through backward point, find the outside edge and get it between the feet for a short third man. But with that field, that length of line, it's asking
Oh, you've got nothing.
No.
You just said you get up here.
No.
Hang on, there's one
No,
there.
no, no. I don't do that. It's exactly that. Oh, don't be so tired. Party in the morning.
I wafted it to you.
No! Oh, that's my fan! I'm gonna go wash it.
You can't wash it.
It's not wash your fan. I haven't done anything to it. I'm just blowing it. I'm just blowing it in your direction.
My fan!
What is happening today?
I don't know.
I'll put if I'm. No one tell me what they're doing anyway. I must have to go.
Hey?
Really called off too much out
Wonder
there.
if she told
A
me
little bit more
what
shade
they've been
now
doing.
for some of the fans.
Oh, what?
What they're doing if they
Did you
decide.
do the party dancers, Charlie?
So last night.
These are both of them together.
Ooh.
Just 28
I have
more.
no bloody.
England
Tell me
need
which one's
plenty
which.
of time, plenty of wickets
Which
in
one is
hand
the one in the
to
red
get straight
dress?
back into the attack.
Oh, come on,
You must know
Charlie.
which one's Carl and which one's Rose.
Yeah.
You see him every day.
And that will be 50
Which one's
for Phil
Rose?
Salt, back-to-back 50s.
I don't know. The only
Outstanding
one who
batter
really
at the top
knows
of
I
the
don't
order
know
for
I
England.
remember.
Huge part of their T20 success.
Well, in neither 50s has Phil Salt been at his fluent best. As soon as he's got to the crease, he really had to battle at
Which
Trick,
one
which
is
did
the
so.
one in red, Charlie?
Made a vital contribution of 70. He's got into it.
Do you actually talk to him?
A little slow start. Quite a few dot balls.
You know the names of people.
So you've been there for a while now.
You've been there 2 years or more.
That's bad.
Well, I've known him since they were at school and I don't know which one's which.
Sorry about that. You heard that through the effects, Mike. Showing a side of his character needs to Phil Salt, actually, particularly at Trent Bridge. It was a real battle for him. And he's so used to getting the side off to a flyer. He had to get through that and then found his range. Played the innings that really mattered for England.
Doesn't carry to mid-off. Someone did a single run-out chance. Brooks all over the place. And they miss.
No!
Brooks still trying to run. Dot ball.
Want to stop overpaying.
Awful lot going on for a dot ball.
That was the only one.
That was chaos. First of all, I thought this was going to carry to mid-off. Didn't. Misfield. Salt wanted a single, then didn't. Brook was miles out. Then he wanted the buzzers. Salt said no. Slight fumble. Dot ball.
Even there, just a bit of communication from India. Someone shouting time. Just take your time. He had 3 stumps to aim at, and he had plenty of time, but he panicked and didn't take aim properly.
You're a great studier of captains. When you look at Shreyas Iyer lay his pawns across the board, what are you saying?
I think it's important that he's got runs in 2 of the 3 games that have been completed. I think that's always important as a captain, that you are contributing, but he strikes me as someone who knows what's coming if and when they lose this game. He knows what the reaction will be, and he's probably got to silence the noise and the external noise. Down the pitch, top edge, over the keeper, to the boundary. Nothing is stopping Harry Brook and his team. 12 overs gone, 140 for one.
Remitly, sponsors of England's Summer of International Cricket are Sky.
In Japan, we believe that the best way to continuously improve is to reimagine what is already here. All new Mazda CX-5. Search Mazda.
Remitly, sponsors of England's Summer of International Cricket are Sky.
We are very fortunate in England that we get so many fans come through the gate, whether it be test matches, 50 overs, T20s. Obviously, India in town, you're going to sell games out, but it's a sellout at Bristol. Good for Bristol as well. They often get the last game in the depths of September where there's rain around. Great for their finances that they got this crowd in.
Yes, and they love their cricket this part of the world.
I don't know.
West
Why do you
country.
know either?
All the people can come not just from the Midlands, but
I don't know.
countries like Somerset,
Because
South Wales.
if we're doing cricket tomorrow,
A lot have come.
Yeah.
It's a good turnout. You can see
I'd
about
already-
15,000 people.
I'd already gone through the cogs in my
And
my
add
pretty
the
little
apartments
head.
adjacent to the ground. And it's game dominated by England.
tonight you're gonna have to clean your goods before
Just
we
trying to
do
think of
anything.
when India was in the
I
context
really
today,
need to have this discussion when it's recorded.
just in one-way traffic.
You forgot, didn't you?
Hardly any punches being thrown right through the evening. First with the bat
Oh,
and
you
then
still have.
with the ball.
You see another late one down there tonight.
What has reaction in India been like, Ravi, and what will it be like if they lose here?
A very proud cricketing nation.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be
And
like
they're used to
what,
winning.
12,
So
10 to 12, if it's not
they
extra
don't
5.
take defeat lightly. Yes, if you throw a punch, if you're competing, it's fine. But you're not just there in the contest.
Keith won't be
Batting, cricketing, bowling,
when it being a 10
fielding.
o'clock bit that you wouldn't watch it.
England have been way too good in all those
Another
departments.
late one, isn't it?
It's not like you're an old man.
No.
Seeing the body language early. Once this partnership started taking root, you could see the shoulders dropping very early, as if they've given up. I always believed in a contest like this, feeling defeated could be temporary. Giving up is what makes it permanent. And that's what they've done. And that's what will disappoint Indian fans.
Phil, you may have used that quote in the Indian dressing room at some stage, either as a player or a coach, Ravi.
Multiple times.
How's that?
Multiple.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Not sweating.
As a captain, you just look around the field now and see the body language of your players, see who has thrown in the towel, see who's chasing everything in the deep, who'll put their body on the line in a losing cause. They're the people you want to take with you in the future.
Hmm?
144 for one. Plenty of India fans on the train out from London to Bristol, about an hour and 40-minute journey. A long, quiet journey home for those who have travelled. Up in the air. I think it's going to land safely. It does.
It's just cruising now. There's 13 runs required, talking off the train journey back. DK is on the train line app. All the apps open. He knows all the train timings. I'll be checking with him soon too.
Yeah, if you are an India fan on that train, please, please chat to DK. He's doing a Q&A session on the back of the train. Any questions about Indian cricket? Dinesh Karthik's your man.
When you leave this house, you still think like that. I don't mind it.
Potterman just flicked that through. He is just superb off that back foot. Of spinners, of seamers, he picks up length so well, Harry Brook.
It's been a magnificent innings, some terrific striking. Pure cricketing shots. Each of his batting today is how clear his thought process has been. The shots he wanted to implement, even the pattern shots that he played early on, where he was striking down the ground. He's been consistent. Superb innings.
Air kisses.
Just one hit away now, just 6 needed.
That's air kisses at people that aren't even there.
We thought the last game was an hammering. This is even worse.
You're just being ridiculous.
Doing it in just 13.3 overs. They just need a one hit away. Literally blowing away the opposition.
You got me, boy.
Last 2 contests.
I got you, bitch. There you go.
Put it down the ground, it'll only be 4.
No problem whatsoever with the fielder right in the slot there for Phil Salt. 2 good innings back to back for him. So the score's tied. We're 1 run away from a series win for England.
Kiko! Kiko, it's nearly finished.
Have they won yet?
Well, even here,
Something.
you're not bringing a fielder
They're
up.
going.
So
They've won
you have
yet.
the single, even right at the end, not quite switched on where they need to be. So they'll just take the single on offer, and that is it for England. That is a series victory against India with 1 game to spare. It is the first time England have beaten India in a bilateral series of 2 games or more. Outstanding from England. Another heavy defeat from India. 125 runs in the last game. 9 wickets here in Bristol.
Yes, they've been blown away today. There's one
That's what I'm
team on
saying,
the
coming
farm
down here to watch football.
today in Bristol.
Still have a little chest up obsessed with me.
Yes, I won the toss, so I decided to bat first.
You said when you finished.
Yes, did not.
Presentation.
England, on the other hand, have made light work
Honey,
of
do you
the
actually care about the
target.
women?
The win
That's not the point.
It's the
as many
point.
as 6.1 overs
Dear
instead,
me.
which is massive in a T20 contest.
What's your name?
And the captain leading the way. Fabulous innings. One game to go in the series. That's Saturday at Southampton, and that is a big game because if England can beat India in that, they will go above them and be the #1 side in the world in the rankings. You're going to give me a single when the scores are level, I will take it. Brilliant partnership. 146 between Salt and Harry Brook. The move to #3 for Harry Brook has
Do I
been
go
a
back and
good
touch
one.
out my jobs?
No.
England's
No,
best
so they don't
format at the
touch it.
moment by some distance, T20
Until
cricket.
the closing
They
date,
are
and then
showing it.
review
They
everyone's
have beaten
applications, don't they?
the
Yeah,
world
but I
champions.
review my
They have
CV
beaten them in
side.
this series,
Yeah.
and they are not finished yet. Just the ease with which he got those runs.
What did you Brenda McCallan?
Beautiful cricketing shots.
We love you, Brendan. Well, you might not have to do that. Lukey, Ahmed, Sabia, Mahmood. Where's Brendan?
No, I've got eyes.
Cocky one.
You got a third nipple.
I forgot something.
Mama!
158 would look like it looked pretty easy to England's top three. Butler went for 8 and that brilliant partnership.
Why'd you have to do that?
146 between Salt and
Oh.
Brook. Salt 59. Harry Brook, he is a special cricketer. He is a talented cricketer.
Okay.
79 from 35.
Why? You didn't win.
Arshdeep Singh was good with the new ball. He got the wicket. He was expensive at the end. No wickets for anyone else.
Oh, yeah.
Really was a hammering for India again. That's 2 games on the bounce. Match summary, 4th game of this series in Bristol. India won the toss. They would have a bat. They made it 5-8. The skipper played really well. Jofra Archer and Josh Tunt 2 wickets apiece. And in reply, look at that. England 159 for 1. Wick 79. Salt 59. England win by 9 wickets.
You can't deny you're growing up, kid.
So T20 men's cricket here tomorrow will be the start of a historic few days at
I'm not
Lord's.
saying, do you want to grow it then?
Suppose I only mess my hair.
Because if you let it grow, then it's going to be
Go
harder
down
to,
to your
Oh,
kneecaps.
yeah.
it's going to be harder to get rid of. But if I just get the
Then they
favour
talk
to
about
it,
maybe, okay, only
You know
with
what
the
Charlie's
play
like when his goes really long?
Well,
like
we
that.
have
Maybe next time we maybe need to make a video
we've
with
got to
my
be
mark.
better than that as a sport.
My first game out there was in
I suppose that you do it for other people.
before women were even allowed.
I do.
And it's important that women's cricket does stand on its own 2 feet.
Lord's Test match. Doesn't get any better than that.
No, it doesn't. And the opportunity to do that, we don't get to play Test cricket very often. Absolute blockbuster summer. To get to wear the whites at Lord's would be absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's always a huge occasion when you do get to play there.
I need some chocolate.
Test matches.
don't.
It's going to be fun. Hopefully the numbers sort of
Get me some biscuits.
I just emptied this biscuits into
I
the
need some chocolate though.
and I've got I had a handful
I need
left
some biscuits.
yesterday after that. Excuse me. After my
Not in a
tea, I had a
bar.
small hat.
There's some cookies in the cupboard.
Excuse me.
But first time on my swallow.
There wasn't in there yesterday.
After I had my sandwiches,
So
I
I did it before you got up.
Oh, you don't need any then.
It's empty.
But nobody, those are full pack of biscuits. He's just greedy, that's all. He's not games
Well, as Nas said, historic day for the women's game tomorrow.
last night after my sandwiches, I had like a small handful of my sweets, like I probably would do when I have had. So I've still got quite. I've got like a third
Sky
of a bag
Sports
left.
cricket for day 1. Also tomorrow from the Women's Vitality
God,
Guys
have you
on
got
Sky
that
Sports
same
Mix,
thing there?
Oh, so it's me, yeah.
Yorkshire. Also tomorrow from the men's, getting busy in the men's, getting important in the men's. Lancashire, Yorkshire. The Roses
Yeah,
match
it's just
6:45
rolls.
on Sky Sports Cricket.
Love
And then that fifth
rolls.
T20, the final T20 international from Southampton on Saturday between these two. 2 o'clock Sky Sports main event, that is. Because the women's test match on Sky Sports Cricket, but the final game in this series.
I'm doing it so that doesn't have. I'm doing the cricket so that doesn't have.
Well, the victory today
Heart
for
attacks. You
England
always tells me
and
I'm
Harry
doing it
Brook
for
You
the
like
team.
that
team
cookie?
mean that they've won
You
this
like that?
series. If they
That's
win
like
that game on Saturday
Look,
at
it's
Southampton,
smart.
they become the number 1 T20 ranked
It's
side
that
in the world, taking over the World T20
heavy
Champions.
makeup,
After
not
that, the
going
ODI
to any
series,
like
Cody Rohat might be different for India in that series.
See,
We'll see. Edgbaston,
Lords,
Cardiff,
Edgbaston, the ODI series, Cardiff.
We're not going to Wales.
That was absolutely one-way traffic. Here today, now, so how do you describe that? Well, one-way traffic again, but a complete performance.
It's a 50-20.
Complete performance. You look at the way they bowled up front, the plans. You knew what was coming. You knew the short ball was coming. Back of the length,
The
they're going
fact
to go
is,
cross
the fact that they're not even giving England the game.
the field setting.
What do you mean?
Is today the last one?
Today's the last
Performance in the field, and then we're all thinking, well, is it a bit slow pitch? Will England
Jaw.
chase it down? No way. Complete performance with the bat. They lose Josh Butler early, and those two just went out and smashed it. I really like Harry Brook at number 3.
George,
Even
Gemma
if you lose a
Palky,
wicket, he goes in and just smashes
I
it.
know,
And he just, like he took the pressure off Bethel
Gemma
at Manchester, he just took the pressure off Phil Salt, who was struggling a little bit at this stage.
No,
And Phil
Dad!
Salt-
Grow up! I know what I'm gonna come and do in a minute.
Time he had to play them.
You see some of the
You
biggest
need to
players,
blow
one
up.
thing you always
Oh,
see them
Get
making
away.
practice more
Don't
time.
annoy me.
Harry Brook
Stop
practice
now.
is exactly how you
I'm
feel.
not doing anything.
Don't look at me, don't look at him, look at me.
How to explain it, but yeah.
Tell you, I'm not doing
No.
anything.
You're not doing as you're told.
His attitude
Stop
was
winding me
like,
up.
what's the first shot that he looked for a boundary or lap sweep? And we saw India back 20 overs without playing one.
Just stop
Some
messing
people
about.
could have played, but they did.
It's not appropriate.
And how he wants to
It's
take
out
on
of
India
order.
football.
We've seen an involvement also from Phil Salt. You know, he was really slow to start with and struggled at Sainsbury's. Fought through it, hit 1-6 off Chakravarti, was into his
1-6 off Chakravarti.
At the start of this innings, which is
They've done that,
his role in the
done it?
side. And again,
One
he's
shot of
I
Chakravarti.
don't think it's a conscious effort. It's a conscious effort if you're playing well. You think, I'll just sit in a while. I noticed the other day, for example, England's openers went 9 balls without getting off the mark. And I thought, was Salt thinking, shall I just get in first? Shall I just use a few deliveries to get in? I think it's more a sign that he's just struggling a bit with the rhythm of batting. He hasn't spent much time in the middle.
No.
And that's where you have to show a bit of character and a bit of fight. You can't just say, oh, well, that's the way I'll play. I'll swing from the backside, and if I get out, I get out. I think what he's showing
I've
is
done about 11 to 6 and a half.
batting is not easy. You can't get any runs up there. The only place you can get runs is in the middle. Get through a couple of overs, and you'll soon find the middle of the batting.
Not 11. I don't know what you mean. Watching first off at 7. I'm not right.
Treyas and Galton Gambit, stern faces. They've got some thinking to do, some talking to do, some decisions to make.
Yeah, they have plenty. I think there'll be a lot more conversations like that. They're starting in the dugout. I'm sure once they go back to the room, when they go back to India, there'll be plenty to speak about. Got to remember, they're world.
Why are you hiding? I don't get to see Yorkshire and those two draw. Mum likes to push it in, don't you? You like the cricket stand more, don't you?
Welcome to the presentation for the 4th Vitality International T20. Congratulations to England, winners by 9 wickets. England now have an unassailable 3-0 series lead with 1 match to play. The interviews will be conducted by Sky Sports' Owen Morgan. Firstly, it's time for a word with the captain of India, Shreyas Iyer.
considerations. Another tough day at the office. How do you assess today's performance?
Again, it was a disappointing one. Definitely 158 wasn't the perfect total on the board, and eventually we saw how quickly to chase up.
Dusting yourself down after the previous game, what was the chat in the changing room that you wanted to see produced on the field today?
When we came out to bowling, I just asked our bowlers to repeat the lengths as much as possible, because top of middle stump and leg stump is the main if you go to hit on, and score boundaries of that. So I think we fell a bit short in terms of execution. And we saw like when we were changing the pace, when we were trying something else, they scored all those loose balls.
But I'm not saying
regardless of the rest of the team, how they performed, I know that'll be the forefront of your mind. A huge positive in your own performance. That must have felt good.
I know.
Definitely happy with my performance, but see,
I wish we
because
could have been
it just goes to the side. So disappointed on that aspect, because whenever I play, I want to perform and see my team wins. But unfortunately, today wasn't that day. Definitely look forward in the next game.
Yeah, one game to go. The series is gone, but still
just got
plenty to
a
Absolutely.
bag,
Transition phase,
a
and
pack of
we will be
crisps,
making a lot
you
of
put a
mistakes.
sandwich in,
You see a lot of youngsters playing here in
you put
these
a
conditions for
chocolate
the
bar
first time.
in,
So
but you only
this
had
thing
two
will
bananas.
definitely make them
and you put some fruit
realize
in.
how
I'm
important
not
it is
saying,
to adapt
I'm just saying for
and
when I
have that
put in it,
awareness when you
you've got a
come
big
in
one
the
for
overseas
that.
condition.
And with that transition in mind, you want to see some progressive learning, and the quicker the learning, almost the better.
Certainly, it's important that you learn quickly from your mistakes, and so that the team also
It's
benefits
an
eventually
idea.
out of it. And I'm sure that there are quick learners in the team. I'm sure that they'll assess
First I
themselves
went to
and
this
get
and
back.
that's after Kabul. So
Cheers, thanks for your time. See you in tonight.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear
The
about it
Vitality
later.
Player of the Match
Can't wait
receives
to
a
hear
Vitality
about
Award
things
and a
later.
Magnum of Chapeldown
Got on a
English
gossip.
sparkling wine.
Interesting
Mentions for
day.
Shreyas Iyer for making 80 not out from
Let's see what she
49
talks
balls,
later.
and Phil Salt who passed 50 for the second successive match in this series. But for an innings of 79 not out from just 35 balls, including 8 fours and 4 sixes, the Vitality Player of the Match is England's captain, Harry Brooke.
You told me you got 80 of 51 balls.
Harry, player of the match and a
I
series
said,
win. That's
I've
as
got
surely
in
as good as it
look, I
gets.
said that now, you're 79.
Yeah, that was good fun tonight. It's always good to be in
Harvey.
a very strong side. They have been for many years, and to beat them 3-0.
He's even captain and he's the player of the match.
We're very happy.
Over the course of the 3 victories, what have you been most proud of? Batting, bowling, or
I've got
just the all-round
3.
performance?
The first one's on
Both really.
Tuesday at
Two things
South.
stand out for sure is the way
One
that
for
we've
years is
adapted
at
the
Cardiff,
service
one from
and
St
use different
Lords.
skills to be able to combat that
The
surface.
first one's on
And then the
Tuesday
communication
at
from the coaches
11 AM.
out to the players and the players back to the coaches has been phenomenal. And, yeah, they're two things which really stand out.
Talk us through some of the senior players in that changing room that contribute to that happening. Yes, it can be just captain and coach or backroom staff, but the senior players play a big role.
Definitely, Joffrey and Tony are getting on like a house on fire as well. They're having good conversations about learning what's best to bowl on that surface as well. Joss with the spinners, sort of the stunts, he's a very valuable player for us, as he has been for many years. Just having little conversations do make a massive difference.
Australia could go 4-0 and become the one ranked side in the world. I don't know if you're aware of that. Is that something that you think about, or would it be a case of rotation of the squad and more?
That'd be pretty cool if we will number one. If I'm being honest, that's definitely an aim for us. We just keep on doing the same things that we have done in this series so far, and we'll stick to our guns and hopefully
Harry.
I know you don't like speaking about yourself, but a word on your batting today. You've treated a Bristol crowd to an absolute exhibition. That must be an incredible feeling.
Yeah, it felt good. And again, it's just them conversations with the coaches, trying to figure out where
I
best
wonder
is to
how
try
Harry
and
and
put the ball on the
Brendan's
ground.
friendship is
Thankfully, I
compared to
can
Ben
try and
and
access all the way around the ground. I felt like using the pace today was probably the best option. Thankfully, I got a few out of the middle.
How much is about the way that you play individual, or is it about sending a message to the changing room as well? So collectively, you can be as aggressive as you display.
I think everybody can be, to be honest, because we've got so much depth in the batting lineup, and we brought Rayan in today, who is going to end up being number 8, who can hit a long ball as well. So just having that extra bit of depth on a small ground here, 60 metres straight, we we backed our batting to win us again.
Harry, congratulations on both fronts.
Thank you. Cheers.
Congratulations to Harry Brook, the player of the match and the winning captain for England. One match left in this series. It's on Saturday in Southampton, England, with a 3-0 unassailable lead. Thank you for your support here at the Sea Unique Stadium this evening. Don't forget that huge...
Harry Brook's going to want to take his foot off the pedal in Southampton on Saturday and change the side. He wants that world number one. And if they get there, A, that's quite some achievement. Beat India in this bilateral, become world number one. I know this is ifs and buts. What would that also mean for English cricket, given what they've gone through?
Yeah, it's been a shocking few months, but not in this format.
No.
I think they'll now have won 19 from 22 completed T20 games. So you've got to split formats and see where you are in specific formats. I like Brook as a captain, especially in white ball cricket. I think him and McCullum, that role of go and express yourself, go and play carefree cricket, I think it suits them perfectly. So this format's going really well for England. And in fact, what they've got to do is work out how they take it to the next stage. They lost the last semi-final of the World Cup against India. They lost the one before that in Guyana against India. They won at the MCG and they lost the semi-final before that. So how are we going to get over those semi-finals? And that's why they shouldn't take their foot off the gas for the next game. If you've got an India side down, how many years have India been all over England in T20? If you've got them down, be ruthless, keep them down, because you don't want them bouncing back quickly. And also your own game, you want to keep improving all the time.
Two parts to this question, really. It's about the short ball. England have the ability to bowl short with a new ball if they want to, because they've got two bowlers that can bowl in excess of 90 miles an hour. So that's lovely for Harry Brook. What learnings should India's top order take if they go that way on the bouncier pitches we have in this country?
For a start, understanding that as a batter, the bounce is definitely a bit steeper than you get in India. Add to that, there are two tall bowlers bowling 90 miles an hour, so understanding how to use the pace. If you want to fight the pace because your ego is telling you you've done it before in India, sometimes you could be the loser. We've seen somebody like Salt just fight it out. He's an attacking batsman as well. He just swallowed a pill and said, no, let me take my time here. So you can always argue saying Salt had the luxury of doing it because of the score that was set. But again, for India, understanding, I thought Vaibhav was actually thinking about it quite nicely till he played that shot. So the uppercut that he got tells you that he was thinking, he was in that space where he wanted to get past that spell. But sometimes when you have an equation with another player, it gets into your head as well. He knows Jofra is someone he's played a lot, and he probably wants to get one up on him. But so far it's been Jofra Archer who's been the winner of that battle.
That's mainly with the new ball. What about the death bowling today? Went for 8 the last 2 overs combined. Sam Curran 4 runs, Jofra Archer 4 runs, closed it out.
Yeah, and that's going to be important because there will be closer games ahead, and you've got to make sure you nail every single part of those 20 overs. I thought Sam mixed it up, as he often does. He bowled that crucial 20th over against Nepal when he only had to defend 10, or had to defend 10, and he did it really well. He mixes up Yorkers, he mixes up slower balls, that moon ball. He thinks like a batter because he's often batting at this stage of the innings. So he thinks, right, what would I least like? And Jofra's always been a very good death bowler. I thought they were excellent throughout. Very rarely do you get 20 overs where you're excellent throughout. The only phase where they counter-punched India was when Shreyas Iyer went after Adil Rashid and hit him over extra cover and mid-off. Apart from that, it was almost the perfect performance for England.
Well, England were very good with the ball, outstanding in that partnership between Salt and Butler. That was 146 off just 70 balls, with 2 key overs there. Shreyas Iyer came straight off the field, chatted with Gautam Gambhir, then did the presentation walks. He's now back in the dugout again talking with the coaches, so there is a lot to talk about. One thing though, as captain, he got some runs today. And I know it's in a losing cause, and I know what he says to Owen is justified, and he feels it. It's not the winning cause. It doesn't mean as much. But if you're captain, your first currency is runs because you're in the side as a batter, and then your authority is there, isn't it?
Without a doubt. And also, he had a rough start to his captaincy career. He failed in both the games in Ireland that they lost. So he was under immense pressure. He actually took time in the first game in Chesterley Street. Wasn't the usual Shreyas Iyer. Even today, you can see he wanted to be there for the team. He started scoring those runs in a flurry only at the back end. But yeah, I think he, for one, will feel a lot better when it comes to his batting and his place in the side and how confident he is. Now it's about how he handles the rest of the crew and making sure the backroom staff are aligned with his vision as to how he wants to play and how he wants the Indian team to play as well. Because if you see how Surya Kumar and Gautam Gambhir actually approached T20 cricket, very refreshing. They took it on under pressure, they went harder. I just felt like they were on the back foot today.
Yeah, he said to Ravi at the toss, we're going to play aggressive cricket, freedom. Did they today?
No, because they keep losing wickets in the power play. That's why Tongue and Archer have been so good. If they keep putting batters under pressure, they were constantly behind. They weren't smart at times with the way they played. They looked like a side completely devoid of confidence. They looked like a side that made too many changes. And I agree with DK, there's a long-term thinking going on here, but Indian public and news channels and sports channels are very short-term thinking. India have lost again. Virat Kohli hasn't got 100 for 3 games. Rohit Sharma hasn't got 100 for 2 games. Have they lost all their skills? It's very short-term thinking. I think it's quite brave to have the bigger picture and the long-term picture. It's whether the Indian public and news channels and sports channels will allow them to have that long-term thinking, because they don't go 5 games without a victory. They just don't, this Indian side. So they've got to hold their nerve. Don't particularly like sitting in a dugout and chatting all that stuff. Do that behind the scenes. It's not a time to panic, just a time to where are we, what are we trying to achieve? There's a 50-over series. We've got 2 or 3 of our big guns coming back. Make sure we're in the right place for that as well.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, India might be lacking in a little bit of confidence. England certainly have not. They have won the series. They win in Southampton. They will go to #1 in the world. Moving away from sport, combining unseen footage with first-time testimony from those closest to her. All episodes of Katie Price, Nothing to Hide, are available now on Sky Documentaries. So there is lots of sport coming your way. Can I mark your card for what you're about to see in due course? I promise you it's coming. Tomorrow is round 2 of the Monday Evian Championship, 11 o'clock Sky Sports Plus. That first ODI between England and India. Kohli and Rohit back. Will that change India's fortunes? We'll see. That is at Birmingham. We're blue for Bob on that day as well, raising money and awareness for prostate cancer. Tuesday, 10:15, Sky Sports Cricket from Edgbaston. And then the Open starts on Thursday, the 16th of July, Royal Birkdale. Early start for the golf team, 6:30 a.m. for round 1. Betfred World Match Play Darts, Saturday 18th of July.
It's Saturday for darts at Blackpool. It's next Saturday.
Again on the 19th of July, 12:30 Sunday, Sky Sports F1 on the 19th of July. And the 100 gets underway on Tuesday the 21st of July on Sky Sports Cricket. England win comfortably here today and take the series.
Just take the single on offer, and that is it for England. That is a series victory against India.
Congratulations to England and it's
It is the first time England have beaten India in a bilateral series of 2 games or more.